I think the inconsistencies for you start with a lack of rotation and then a lack of extending your spine. So what I mean by that, if you're looking at the face on view, as you swing back, you're not going to rotate your lower body at all. Your pelvis is actually going to slide back a little bit from the left side bend that you enter, right? So if I'm like this, standing tall, left side bend is just basically if I have my palms on the side of my pockets, basically I'm only going to side bend as much to where my left hand is touching my left knee, okay? So for you, you do that, but you don't complement it with very much extension in your spine or with very much rotation first. So your backswing looks like this, where there's no rotation, there's adding that left side bend, and then you turn late. That's what that face on looks like. Here it's going to look like, with not a lot of rotation, it's actually going to look like your chest is moving down toward the ground, which cramps the radius, and that is the culprit for some of your inconsistencies. Because it's going to depend. If you stay down too long and you don't extend, you're going to hit it chunky. If you extend too quick, you're going to hit it thin. So what we would want you to do is add a little bit of rotation and then extension in your spine. You're going to start at an inclined angle toward the ground. Ultimately, at the top of your back position, it'll be as if your spine was straight up and down, so fully extended. And then the rotation comes from straightening the right leg, getting some right hip depth. So earlier turn, right hip depth would look a little bit more like this, rather than you swinging back and keeping your right leg braced. So we're going to rotate your pelvis earlier and extend your spine, and those two things should complement your amount of side bend very nicely. So you do a lot of side bend, not a lot of rotation, not a lot of extension. We're adding those two pieces in to match your side bend. So it would look something like this. This change would be from the front view, is pelvis is going to rotate back and then extend your spine, so it looks something like this. And then the side would look something like this. When you do the side, it's going to look like, or it's going to feel like you're losing inclination to the ground, but you're really not. You're just adding rotation and extending your spine, which will complement your side bend. So you already do the side bend, so extending your spine and rotation will look something like that, rather than like this.